So I did love the idea, and I think you've talked about this too, where it's not that people are opposed to doing something, but until they know it or know how to do it right for the first time. And so she just didn't have that mindset. Can you explain that, the whole kind of breaking through the first time for anyone?
That's what I was going to say. I think that what Paula did for her in that moment, I would look at it as a major success, even though she didn't end up doing the first idea, which was the first idea she gave her was Paula just heard her say, I like dogs and I like art. And she said, why don't you go to a local dog park? If you can draw quick sketches, ask somebody there, hey, can I take 2 minutes and draw a little quick sketch of your dog? And most people aren't going to turn that down. And then just put your name and your phone number below that and say, hey, I also do dog sitting, dog walking. And she was like, oh, I love that idea. And so you saw in that moment that her mind was open into how you could earn income. She had never put those together. And it took Paul, I'm sure it took more than the 5 seconds we saw on TV to think of that. She just put that together for her. And then she went out and tried it. And I think, to me, that is the key step right there. I personally have had a lot of different side gig ideas, and I have never tried them. You have tried a lot of side gig ideas, and that is a big difference, is just taking the step to give it a shot. And if it doesn't work out, you realize, though, that it's not as scary as you thought. And then you start to get more creative. Then you're like, you iterate on that. So then she's like, I can't do that because I'm working on the weekends and that's when people need it. But I could use my art in other places. And so then she pivoted, which I think is also really good. But she was further along the journey than she was before. Before, she was just at all I can do are waitress jobs, or I need to be a full-time designer, artist, whatever. And it's like, those are not easy, quick paths to try. So Paula, I think, helped open the door. And I think that's the power of a financial coach, or any kind of coach, really. If they're really good, they'll help you think differently about some things that will open up a whole new world to you that you maybe never even thought was possible. And it's even more impactful if they have done it themselves, because then they can say, I think Paula even shared, she was like, when I first started, I was a news reporter making $21,000 a year. And she's like, I quickly realized that if I wanted to earn more income, I was going to have to go independent. And she talks about her path. And so having that personal experience to bring in that story at the right time, and to just help people overcome the myth that it's way too hard to get started, I think was probably the biggest gift that she gave Lindsay. And then you saw just the excitement come to Lindsay, who felt a little defeated in life. She had this grand plan of her life. She wasn't following through in that plan. And now there was an opening to get closer back to the plan. And she was very excited about it. And that was good. So that, combined with her drive, I think, was the winning formula.